been asked by a few people to give my results after my first round of P2, or my phase 2, and I'm going to try to make it quick as possible because there's a lot to cover. But when I first started, I was in the middle of moving, so it was a little chaotic, and I had mentioned this before that I didn't load very well, but I did gain 3 pounds, which at the time did not please me because I was already at my uttermost high weight that I had ever been, and to add 3 more pounds was not thrilling. But I do have to say that I didn't really load properly, and I don't know if it would have been more dramatic if I had, but anyway, when I did start out, I went through the recommendations of doing what I needed to do, but and I do recommend every one of these things. Don't question it, just do it, because you'll find that later on down the road you'll be shocked at the differences. So take the time. If you're going to start your diet, you might even want to do it on a day that you have time to do the measurements and things like that. If you're getting ready to run out for work or something like that, you're probably not going to want to take the time to do all that or get up early to do it. So it's probably best not to start this diet on a Monday or something like that if you have to start work in the morning or whatever. So anyway, when I first started, when I first started loading, I was at 230, so I was at 232.9 when I started in on phase 2, and that was almost at 233, just a hair under. And then the very first week, though, I did lose 10.3 pounds, and the following week I lost 3.6, so it did slow down a great deal, but that's normal. And a lot of people have difficulties on the second week, and part of the problem is that I can tell you is the sugar withdrawals, which are right after I loaded. I had the first 2 days I had terrible headaches from sugar withdrawal, and probably preservatives too. Although I don't know, I almost threw the towel in because it was that bad. But after about a little over a week, I guess, I ended up doing a lot better, and I started tasting food properly. I don't know, it was like everything tasted so much better and cleaner, and I don't have a proper way of saying it, but you just could taste things in their natural state much better and appreciate them better. And I just think there's a lot of preservatives that we eat, and we just don't realize how much eating clean helps our bodies until we're off of that stuff. And it wasn't until much later down the road that I realized how long I had been without sugar and was no longer craving it and could walk right past things and it didn't bother me anymore. So it's really worth trying to hang on and get through it. I can attest that's probably similar to quitting cigarettes, so it is hard, I gotta say, but it's well worth it. And so anyway, once I got past the second week and had lost 3.6, I had slowed down quite a bit. But the following week, I kind of went up and down and up and down. And the last 2 days of that third week was, you know, right at my 21 days. And I had stalled 2 days. And for whatever reason, because I stalled, and I could have just quit right there. Honestly, that's where I said I would. And I don't know if it was a challenge to myself or what, but I decided to do a apple day, which I ended up finding out I really don't like, but I did do it, and I did drop 2 pounds from it, so I am kind of glad that I did. And from there on out, though, I was at 22 days then, and I was like, at that point I had, you know, I was going to go on a trip to see my husband in less than a week, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and keep going and through the week as I'm getting ready and stuff. And if I hit a day at all where I don't feel like I want to be on this anymore, I'll stop. So By the time that I left 6 days later, had lost 20 pounds, and that made me pretty jazzed. And the following day, I headed to Seattle on the plane, and that third or fourth week, I had lost 4.5 pounds. So, um, anyway, when I got to Washington, I did not have my scale with me. So I did borrow my son's. It was off, and it was way over what mine was. So I just kind of went by what it said it was and didn't pay attention to what it was saying it was, because it was wrong, and made sure that I didn't go up or down to, up further than 2 pounds. And if I did, correct it. And like I said, also if I felt like I didn't need to continue this, I would have stopped up there, but I didn't. And so when I got back, though, surprisingly, I had lost 4 pounds, and I was down at 209. So I went another week, and I lost 6.1 pounds that week, and I was pretty crazy. I was really excited because I just couldn't believe it. And that was where I ended my 45th day. Actually, no. On the 42nd day, I hit week 6, and then 3 days later, on the 45th day, I was at 201.5, and I had lost altogether 34.9 pounds. And my measurements went on my chest when I started out was at, oh, by the way, I had showed this before, but this is what you use to measure with, is like in the sewing department, a fabric tape. And then when I first started, my chest was at 46 inches, and it ended up being 44 inches, so I lost 2 inches, excuse me. Both my arms were the same at 15 inches, and they went down to 14, so I lost an inch on each. My waist was 48 inches, and it went down to 44, so I lost 4 inches. My hips were 50, and they went down to 46 inches, and that was 4 inches. Both my thighs were 26 inches, and they went down an inch to 25. And so my total inches lost altogether on the 45 days was 14 inches overall. I do have to mention, though, that if personally I had a choice, I would measure a lot more than I did. I would definitely do my neck, my wrists, my knees, and my ankles, and anything else that maybe bothered me. I would do that just to see if there was a difference. And you will notice strange differences in places like my hands and my feet, and weirdly enough my legs mostly than anything else. It's kind of strange how skinny they have gotten, but I think that's about all I have to talk about right now about that. I will talk about phase 3 separately, but right now I'm just going to share my before and after pictures. And I want to add that even though you might not want to actually show before and after pictures, you really should, because well, not showing them, just generally take them for yourself so you can see that there really is a difference, because you'll be shocked that there is. I did not go down in size, so I couldn't see it in myself until I actually did the before picture and just put the camera away. I didn't even look at it again until I got done, and then I took the after pictures, and then I edited them side by side, and I was like, wow, there really was a difference. And my daughter was right, because she kept telling me there is. So I encourage you, definitely take pictures, take your measurements, and record your weight every single day. And without further ado, here's my pictures. Thank you.